catastrophic global warming is a hoax.
There's no scientific consensus.
You go up against a scientist, most of them are very hard to understand and very
Robert Kenner's documentary Merchants of Doubt says the pundits against global warming have adopted a strategy of doubt that tobacco companies started in years past.
I believe nicotine is not addictive.
Kenner says that the same group of people the tobacco industry used to spread doubt about tobacco's harmful effects is now working on climate change. He calls conservative commentators like Mark Morano of ClimateDepot.com silver-tongued pundits.
Communication is about sales. Keep it simple. People will fill in the blank with their own, I hate to say biases, but with their own perspective in many cases.
Kenner says nowadays these so-called science experts are paid by big oil money to create confusion.
Like tobacco, these guys have been able to say, we need more studies, we need more time. They've deferred it, or you're taking our freedom away, or we're going to lose jobs.
But Patrick Michaels, director of the Center for Study of Science at the Cato Institute, appears to be an honest skeptic. For a quarter century, Michaels was the official climatologist for Virginia. He believes that global warming is happening, but has argued that the experts' predictions are wrong.
Look at the temperature history of what we call the lower troposphere compared to what the UN's computer models say it should have been. And the disparity is growing and growing and growing. It's not that it's not getting warmer. It is, but it hasn't done so for the last 15, 18, 19 years, depending upon who you look at. But the fact of the matter is that it's not warming up like it was supposed to.
Climate scientists and a new January study suggest it is in fact warming up like the models predict. Former Congressman Bob Inglis, who appears in Robert Kenner's documentary Merchants of Doubt, is a conservative from North Carolina. He says time is up. A contrarian himself at first, he made a 180-degree turn when he went to Antarctica and saw the evidence of CO2 concentration in ice core drillings. Inglis believes the issue of global warming is a universal concern that has fallen prey to partisan politics.
I think the fault on the left is seeing the opportunity to have a wedge issue that they could use against conservatives. The fault on the right is basically just playing to the fear in the Great Recession. Because in the Great Recession, we were fearful of losing our houses and our jobs.
He says many conservatives see action on climate change as an attack on a way of life.
That's really a hard pill to swallow, that the whole way that I've created my life is wrong, you're saying? That I shouldn't have this house in the suburb, I shouldn't be driving this car where I take my kids to soccer. And along come some people with sowing some doubt, and it's pretty effective because I'm looking for that answer. I want it to be that this science is not real.
In Merchants of Doubt, Robert Kenner takes a swipe at contrarians for playing to the hopes and fears of people. But he too creates an emotional film that tugs at the heartstrings of its audiences.
We're the negative force. We're just trying to stop stuff.
Penelope Pulu, VOA News, Washington.